Welcome back. It's Greg from Cincinnati Reds Daily, also CincinnatiRedsTalk.com. Glad you're here. If you're here, click subscribe, like, comment, do all the fun stuff. Thanks for being here. We're going to talk about Noelvi Marte today. As you know, it's winter meetings week. We've heard all sorts of rumors. We've heard all sorts of quotes. We've gotten some good quotes from everybody's favorite, Nick Krall, the Reds president of baseball operations. Listen, Noelvi Marte had a really tough year in 2024. He got off to a rough start in the season when he was suspended for 80 games for violating Major League Baseball's performance-enhancing drug policy. And then the Reds weren't doing great when he came back. It was almost like Reds fans, probably myself expected him to be the savior. He was not. Through the rest of the year, 66 games, he slashed just 210, 248, 301. So not a good year for Marte. He's also struggled so far in the Dominican Winter League. The Reds really need Marte to bounce back in 2025. Yesterday, the Reds came out, or there was an article that came out by Charlie Goldsmith, and he talked about Nick Krall, Brad, I think you say Meador, Meador, I forget how you say his name, Reds general manager, and bench coach Freddie Benavides. They all sat down with Marte during the final week of the regular season. Here's what Krall had to say about that. We had a direct conversation with him where his year went sideways, what he needed to do, and where he needed to grow to become a big league third baseman on a regular basis. Krall said, it's something he understood. He understood where he was. He'll have to make those adjustments and come into spring training to win a job. So I think that's what reading into that quote is they think he has a chance to come in and play well in spring training and win the third base job. But I think also, and I've kind of hinted at this on the X app, is it wouldn't surprise me for Marte to come in and not play great during the spring, or even play decent but not great and start in the minor leagues. I don't think that would be the worst thing for him. I think with him, he needs to get his confidence back and go back to the things that got him to the major leagues. I think last year he was just pressing after the suspension, and it just all kind of spiraled. Krall went on to say the suspension was obviously the start of it. The season then just got away from him. It's hard. And I think that's a good point. Again, I think the Reds were struggling offensively when Marte was gone. When he came back, it could have been a thing where he's just trying too hard, trying to do too much. He was swinging at a lot of pitches out of the zone. He was chasing. A lot of times guys just aren't seeing the ball then, or they're pressing. A lot of people want to point to, hey, he wasn't on performance-enhancing drugs and he had his first down year. Here's what I have to say about that is guys get tested every single year, multiple times a year. So it's not like he was doing PEDs for 5 years and then he finally got caught. At least I don't think so. He did them last winter. It was probably coming back from an injury. There's no telling how long he was doing them, whatever. But again, guys get tested all the time. And that was the first time he was ever caught. So I don't think it has anything to do with the PEDs. That's just me. But I know a lot of people have that comment. Anyway, the Reds will need a bounce back season from Noelvi Marte, not Starling Marte, Noelvi Marte in 2025. We'll see what lies ahead. Again, if you've made it this far, like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. Thanks for being here. Go Reds.